We got a lot of new stuff to talk about. So I got my green gloves and boots, and we're at 52 grand. Now you're probably wondering what I have in the mailbox today. So let's see. So I won a bunch of cheap stuff. They can sell the shop for more, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I also sold that Opal wand for 37 grand, but you're probably wondering, what did I get for that movement speed, Amy? Well, here's a funny story. So as soon as I put it in the shop for 75 to 250, some guy came up to me and offered me 100 grand, and I was like, that's actually really good, but I'll wait it out and see what happens. So day one I got a bid for 75 grand. Then there was only, like 2 hours left until it was going to end. It was only at 80 grand, and I was thinking, oh man, I should have took that 100 grand, but I just waited. I was patient. I took the chance. I wanted to see what happened. So there was 15 minutes left, and it only was 100 grand, and I was happy about that. But I used some salesmanship. See, when there was 15 minutes left, I said to the castle, there's only 10 minutes left on this Sammy. Everyone bid on it. So people were looking at it, they weren't really bidding, but I knew exactly what they were gonna do. They were greedy, man. They were waiting to bid on the last minute. So every time I kept giving them time updates, I was saying that there was 2 less minutes than there actually were. So people were race bidding at the very end. And then on top of that, I got an extra minute because I didn't know that 0 minutes left was a thing. But at the end, I wound up getting 180 grand for it. Now, let me talk about why it even sold for 180. Well, first, people were greedy and they wanted to try and make money, but let's talk about something called the Day 1 syndrome. Whenever there's something new that comes out, whether it's good or bad, people want it. And you could sell that stuff for a lot of money. So if you ever find a new item, don't get sentimental about it. Just sell it. Buy it back later for way cheaper. I mean, looking at the stats of the Ami, it's only 20% movement speed and uses a very important slot. Use-wise, I only paid like 20 grand for it, but I got what I got and I'm happy about it. So you may be wondering why I only have 51 grand. Well, I bought some stuff. I bought this regen bracelet for 60 grand. It's in the shop for 100. I could probably sell it to somebody for 75, 80, and it gives me health, which I desperately need. But the more important thing is I managed to find an old heroic Ami for only 150 grand. Now I'm assuming this is probably worth at least 500 grand on this world because it's very populated. It's the most important heroic item to have at level 0 because regen's important. Crazy that I can actually find that. I'm going to try to keep it, but if somebody gives me a good enough offer, I'm going to have to sell it. I also managed to get my mount by doing bounties. And I also picked up this axe too. Somebody had it in the shop for 30 and I say, can you do 20? And they're like, okay. And lo and behold, it was actually shop selling for 37.5. I was not thinking that was going to happen. I was thinking maybe it was 25 grand, but no, I got lucky. I also bought some elixirs and rebirth. Now, in the auction house, I found a diamond boar tusk. It sells the shop for 4 grand, but I was thinking since people were throwing Luther heads in there, and they were getting bids on them, that somebody might want something rare, and it worked, so good job. Alright, what can we buy? What can we buy? Ooh, an offhand sword. I would never buy it though. Unless it was diamonds, but I can't find it. I wish I could buy one of those. How health is probably the thing I need the most. Now I have regen, I can actually tank some hits. That's not a bad bracelet. I don't think there's anything in here that's worth buying right now. I'm gonna go through a few more pages and then just call it quits. Tiger's Eye for 800. Does that have a bid on it? No. I should really check into that and see how much it would cost me just to buy the Vigor quest outright. Because it might be worth it. I don't feel like doing it. And since we're making money now, we can actually afford to buy some stuff. Alright, let's look into that. A gate. No, I'm not paying that for that. Bloodstone. I should keep my eye on that. See, if I could win that, I could probably sell it for a decent amount of money. Alright, I guess I can't do that quest. So we're gonna run all the way to Shalemont because we can't fast travel and sell all that stuff to the shop. So I'll just fast forward it again. Now, if you want to be the perfect merchant, you can save these in order to sell them to other players, but I don't have the space or time to do that, and it would be better for me to have the money on hand. So it's just going to the shop. Alright, so 56 grand. We can go to Stonevale and try and grind out our new hat. I really needed a hat for the new set of armor, the green stuff. Because this set bonus is actually getting pretty OP. And it's pretty great, because with this new regen stuff doesn't really hurt me anymore. Actually, let's wait on that. We missed, it wouldn't be a good idea to fight right away. But yeah, we have 30 regen now for health. So we regen like 10% of our health per second. See, we could tank some stuff now, for a little bit at least. I never even knew that the elk skill kind of worked like Ballas too. Just not nearly as good. The only thing is, we can't die, or else we'll lose it, and with our build that is a very hard thing to keep from happening. But I'll definitely try. And the great thing is our cast time animation is a lot lower with this elk on, so it's even easier to move around. And having all these instant cast skills is nice, and whoa my god, he went up there. How is that even happening? Okay. Well, I wonder if I can make it happen again. Maybe. Yo, how's... Alright, I'm not gonna try and figure that out. Just smack him over the head. I was able to get the green gloves and boots easily, but these guys just don't want to drop the stuff I need. Eventually we'll get it though. I wonder if casting it the other way around would be faster. Weird things like that. I wish this thing would recharge faster. I went elk because I'm probably going to have that later on anyway. I might as well level up the ability. I never actually had an elk before. It was always the bear. We're going to try and avoid the Omen Imp. Because they're just annoying to deal with and they don't really give me anything I need. Aw, crap, I did it the wrong way again. We'll get it right. It's just habit. Now, next thing I definitely want to get is Firestorm. So I could just kill everything at once. Only 20 damage. As I get more stuff, this can only get better and better and better. Alright, we're gonna try that thing out. Now it's about the same. Maybe I could buy some firebolt rings too. I mean, we are pretty OP as it is, but you always want to push that further and further. And maybe we can grab a Grimoire too. But this is basically how I got up in rank and power of Fury. Just merching, fighting, same thing, just a different year. And it works, as shown. I guess we'll fight the Omen Imp for XP. This is a pretty good place for leveling. The fire versions just do too much damage because they throw firebolts every 2 seconds. If you watched my evasion training video, you see how fast. It's BS is what it is. Anyone know what these omen things do? Because I only really did the quests back in the day. I don't really know what they changed Stonevale into. About the only other time I leveled up here was with Lava Lord. And the other Rags to Riches Fury, but I don't have much experience at all. I really wonder if we'll be able to keep full focus until like 200. Alright, I got hurt really bad out of nowhere. And that time it worked. Huh. Weird stuff. I wonder if I can kill that fairy boss that slaughtered me before. I remember the last time I fought it just took me down in, what, like, I don't know, 4 seconds with 2 E shields. I'm gonna make it a point to get my revenge someday. Hard leveling in a spot where everything just comes back way too slow. I'll just try something stupid like this and get some better results. Can train my evasions too. They'll take themselves out with the cloak. Yeah, they're not even doing that much damage. All 1 stars. Yeah, I only have 2 of these things. People are asking way too much for them. This armor ain't worth it for me. For paying, at least. I want to get it, but... Oh, we have to trade somebody. That's important. Where is this person? Alright, so we're gonna run back to the castle, sell stuff for below half, but we have to do it, otherwise I drop it. It's what we gotta do. And you know what, you can wait for 1 more second while I get this. Bound you sell for decent money here. Open that. I still can't get one. I am annoyed, but still moving on. Sell this piece of crap. Sell that crap. That crap. Let's get rid of these. Whatever. Drop these verse thingies. So a quick little summary of what happened is I spent about an hour trying to make a deal happen, but it didn't. But I will show you something I did do. Some fury dicing.